guys, this is Alexandre Zar, and in today's video I want to show you how to check and solve this following issue which I have on my car. ESP not available, C owner's manual, and the other one, tire pressure monitoring, again not available. So this is due to the wire contact inside the steering wheel column, the spiral thingy. So we'll have to do a diagnosis, and after that I'll show you how to repair it or replace the broken part. The car in question is a C-Class W203 from 2004 to 2007. This is the facelift model, and let's get started. Okay, so the first step is to release the steering column, get the steering wheel in the top side position, the closest to the driver, I mean. Move your seat back a bit, and also it would help to raise the seat rest, as it would help you work better in a frontward facing position. Now I didn't start by removing the battery because I'll show you. So back here you have a hole, and back here you have another hole. It also helps to steer the steering wheel left and right, just so you attack the screws from the back side. I found it best that this position of the steering wheel works, and when the steering wheel hits 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, you will attack it from the bottom side like this, and do the same for both screws. Now once you've done the bottom screw, you flip the steering wheel in the other direction, and you should be able to unscrew it safely. Once you removed those two screws, you can start disconnecting the battery, as you're gonna work with live wires on the airbag, and it's recommended in the workshop instruction software from Mercedes-Benz to have the battery disconnected. The airbag is now removed from the steering wheel, and I have to disconnect this electrical connector, this one, which goes here, and these two electrical connectors, these two. So you have to use a pick tool like this and raise these blockers. Okay, so they're like this, and you have to raise them like that. Now I just have to wiggle myself underneath like this. Yep, and that's how you disconnect that one. That's how you disconnect the second one. Now, no pins were hurt during the filming. Everybody is safe and okay. So this is how it looks on the back side of the airbag. Again, make another resume. You have 3 electrical connectors, 1 on the top side and 2 in the middle. This airbag was made by Autoliv. It was manufactured in Ogden, USA, and the engineering department, most likely it was from Autoliv Deutschland, Dachau. So this center screw will have to be undone with a 10mm hex bit. I had a friend who came to help me, and we had a 50-60 centimeter breaker bar on top of which we added pipe to increase the leverage force. So in the end we managed to unscrew this bad boy over here. Seems now it's also playing tricks on me, but I'm gonna play the tricks on him in a few seconds. Okay, so that's it. It came out. Now the steering wheel, it's like you see over here, it has those two signs at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, so you can't really put it in another position. So this is the contact spring. This position we will have to play with it when we reassemble everything, put it at 0 degrees, and we're gonna do that with diagnostic system in place. Anyways, Torx 10 millimeter. Anyways, this is the part number over here, 169. Let me see on the PC. So 169,464 0618. So this is the first version. As you can see over here, we've got the first version, which I also have installed on the car. It's the one on top, and then you have 3 more versions. So this is, I hope this is repairable, otherwise I'm gonna have to buy a newer version, hopefully working one from the breaker yard. This is the unit. We'll have to disassemble it. I made one mark over here and another one over here, and the last one here, like this, so that I have a baseline for where everything sits. Now the thing is that we have to remove the backside, starting with the shiny golden screws and then going towards the smaller ones. Now you have to work organized. Put the screws in a magnetic plate, something like that, using a Torx 8 screwdriver. You can remove those screws. Now next step is to take everything out, and I'll show you the next part. This is how everything looks after I've took apart the housing. So like I told you, you've got those 3 screws. The housing should come right off after you depress this clip over here and this one over here. Use a small flathead screwdriver or whatever pick tool you have at hand for that matter. So this is what is gonna, this is what we have. I will be removing these 3 screws as well to see the next thing which happens inside. Dismantle it as much as possible. Now the other 3 screws are held in with the are to be removed with the Torx 6 screwdriver. So I pulled it apart. It goes in something like this. Now I pulled it apart and I don't want it to touch anything. So what I'll do is put it aside over here somehow I'll figure out. Secured it like this. Now I'll have to pay close attention to what I'm gonna do over here, because I can see that we've got a lot of chafing in here. I've cleaned everything. Once everything is dry, I used compressed air to blow dry everything. I will now reassemble everything, hopefully no more debris or well, it's broken anyway, so now it's reassembled back in place. Let's give it a try. Install it back in the car and give it a try. Okay, so the way we have to install it is like this. Something like this. As you can see, my markings are not in the proper place, but they were made just so I have an idea exactly where I need to put everything. So this electrical connector over here needs to go in this area, okay, and yeah, everything needs to snap into place. I also need to put these covers back in because they fell off. Need to put them over there. For the time being, I'm gonna also check what the heck is wrong with this, because I don't like it. It's always gonna move and I need to find a way to fix it somehow. When you put everything back together, these small covers need to make a clicking sound. Now it's in position. Screws are tightened. Everything is okay. Now I'm gonna put the steering wheel back, assemble everything and start the car, and then put the diagnostic on the car. Okay, so I fixed the steering wheel in position. Now you just have to make sure that the top marking aligns perfectly on the center. The bottom one will be a little bit offset, but that's not a big of a deal. You can't do it better than this. It's the same like it was before. So time to screw in the steering wheel and then connect the airbag, screw it in and start the car. Erase errors and stuff like that. Now we have finished connecting the battery, so it's connected. I put a battery tender on it, so I get 12 volts while doing the diagnostic run up. This is so I don't have to start the engine in a closed garage, so I don't poison myself. Okay, so parking sensors off, air off. Now going to I have started DAS, going forward, determining data. Big cafe. C-Class 2003. Short test. Now going into the ESP error codes. I should have some error codes over here. Okay, stored. Now we will delete these. Now What I did is I set from the second position to the first and then to the second position again. Now let's do this adaptations. Now it's set to 0. Okay, let's see if we have any other error codes. So I did a test drive, no malfunction, it's working perfectly. Glad that this is a good workaround for the clock spring. This is Alex Andrezar. Thank you for watching. Hit like, share and subscribe buttons. See you next time.